Talk Your Rights with O'Connor Law in this sponsored segment. All too often, the security of your job, your family, can come to an abrupt halt when injured while working. That is why, and the very reason, workers' compensation exists, to help those workers who sustain an injury or a disease while on the job. Here with more, we have attorneys Stephen Yurkonis and Mary Kathleen O'Connor. Once again, in situations when people get injured at work, it's probably a circumstance that they never really imagined they would be in until they get in it. And they may have had a friend or a coworker in a similar instance, but everyone's case must be unique.
Certainly, and most of the time this is the worst day of their life, so it may not be the first thing that they're thinking of is making sure that they secure their benefits, but we found that if they wait too long to report their injury, if they wait too long to get the ball rolling and to contact an attorney, sometimes it oftentimes is too late.
And we recommend that you have to report your injury right away, and you want to report it in writing. Just because if something happens in the future and you need to go to a hearing or in front of the judge, or if there's something contested, you have proof that you wrote that and proof that you reported your injury and when you reported it. It's also important afterwards, after reporting your injury, because you only have 120 days.
To do that at work.
And if you go outside that timeline, you're really out of luck. There has to be a circumstance why you didn't do it.
Yeah.
And most of the time, if you don't report it within those 120 days, it's over. We also recommend, more importantly, also that you need to go see a doctor. Now, if you are injured and you have the ability to ask your employer, you want to ask them for a physicians panel. So they'll have a list of doctors these doctors are approved by the insurance carrier, and you can treat with any of those doctors on the list. Now, sometimes you don't have time. It could be an injury where you have to get, or you have to seek medical attention right away. But in most circumstances, you do have to treat with one of those doctors on that list for the first 90 days after your injury.
Do you ever find people are sometimes embarrassed even to contact you about an injury that they may or may not think is so serious?
Certainly we do. And we see a lot of people who they try to just grin and bear it and push through the pain. Another thing that we run into is people who they'll go and they'll apply for their short-term disability instead of their workers' compensation. And then once the insurance company finds out that it was a work injury, they deny that claim, and it may already be too late to go ahead and report that. So certainly if there's any suspicion that it happened at work, get it checked out by the doctor. Do not be embarrassed at all to contact us and to inform your employer about it.
Yes, absolutely report it.
And in writing.
Yes.
And in writing. And we also recommend that you seek the help of an attorney. Now, you may not need active representation, but you should get some type of advice as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Just because you're in a circumstance like Stephen said, is probably the worst day of your life. So begin that conversation early with O'Connor Law. Give them a call, go on their website, send them a message. Thank you again both so much for coming on today's show.
Certainly.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And thanks again to O'Connor Law for sponsoring that conversation.